Hello friends, in this video we will learn path and circuit.
We shall define subgraph. Graph small g is said to be subgraph of a graph G if if all the vertices of G and all the edges in the graph G must be in capital G. If all the vertices and all the edges of a graph G must be in the graph capital G, such that each edge in G must have same vertices in G as in capital G. That means the vertices edge incidentship must be preserved. In this case, what is given? A graph G is said to be a subgraph of a graph G if all the vertices and all the edges in the graph small g must be in capital G in such a way that each edge in G must have same vertices in G as in G capital G. That means if the edge E has vertices A and B in capital G, then the edge E must have the vertices A and B in the subset or subgraph small g. And this can be denoted by G is subgraph of G. We shall denote in this way. Now we shall see one example. Suppose we have a graph G. We have a graph G like this and edges like this. G is a graph. Now, if I draw a graph then this graph is a subgraph of this graph G, because every edge and every vertex is in G and every edge in small g has end vertices as in capital G. See, E1 has end vertices V1 and V2 in small g. Here E1 has end vertices V1 and V2 in capital G also. E2 has end vertices V2 and V3 in small g. E2 has end vertices V2 and V3 in capital G. This happens for all the same edges, all the edges, and hence this is a subgraph of the graph capital G. Thus, we can define subgraph. Now, properties of the graph. Properties of subgraph. Every graph is its own subgraph. First property, every graph is its own subgraph. Every graph is considered as its subgraph. Second property, subgraph G is also subgraph of G. First property is nothing but G is subgraph of G. Every graph is a subgraph itself. In this, if we say that this subgraph of G, suppose G1 is a subgraph of G and its subgraph, that means subgraph of G1, suppose G2 is a subgraph of G1. In this case, G2 is a subgraph of G1, G1 is a subgraph of G, then this implies that G2 is also subgraph of G. That means subgraph of a graph, G is a subgraph of G. Single vertex in G is considered as subgraph of G. Every vertex can be considered as subgraph. Every edge with its end vertices G is considered as subgraph of a graph G. Thus, we shall again revise the properties. Every graph is its own subgraph. That means G is a subgraph of G always. A subgraph of a graph G is a subgraph of G. That means if G2 is a subgraph of G1, G1 is subgraph of G, then G2 is again subgraph of G. Now, third property, every vertex in a graph G can be considered as subgraph of the G. And fourth property is a single edge in G together with its end vertices is considered as subgraph of the graph G. Now, we shall define some types of the subgraphs. Edge disjoint subgraph. Edge disjoint subgraph. If a graph G has two subgraphs G1 and G2 such that G1 and G2 do not have any edge in common, then that two subgraphs are said to be edge disjoint subgraphs of the graph G. Let us write the definition. Two subgraphs graph G are said to be edge disjoint G1 and G2 do not have any edge in common. Both graphs do not have any edge in common. Now let us see again same example. V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, E8. This is graph G. Now I shall take two subgraphs of this. V1, V2, V3, V5, E1, E2, E6 and E7. Clearly this is a subgraph of the graph G because every vertex and every edges are in capital G. Now again I shall draw V1, V4, V3, V5, E8, E5, E4, E3. Again this is a subgraph of graph G. These both are subgraphs of the graph G. Both are subgraphs of the graph G. But what happens? Here they don't have any edge in common. They do not have any edge in common, and hence these two are said to be edge disjoint subgraphs. Here we can see that vertices may be common. V1, V5 is a common there. V3 is a common there. V1 is a common. Vertices may be common, but edges are not common. Then and then only we can say that the graph is edge disjoint subgraph. Now second type, vertex disjoint subgraph. Vertex disjoint subgraph. Two subgraphs of a graph G are said to be disjoint, said to be vertex disjoint if G1 and G2 do not have any vertex in common. Do not have any vertex in common. Now again we shall consider the same graph and we shall take V1, V4, V3, V2, V5. This is a graph G1 and this is graph G2. This is with edge E4, edge E3, this is edge E6. Clearly both are subgraphs of this, and see they don't have any vertex common. This has V1, V4, V3, this has V2 and V5 only. Vertex is not common there. As vertex is not common, edges are also not common because edges are incident on the vertex. That means in edge disjoint subgraph there are only edges are not common, but vertex may be common. But in vertex disjoint subgraph, vertices are not common and edges are also not common. Now let us define walk. We shall define the concept walk in the graph. Finite alternate sequence a finite alternate sequence of vertices and edges, vertices and edges beginning and ending vertices with vertices such that each edge is incident with vertices preceding and following it. Preceding and following it is called as walk. What is a walk? Walk is nothing but a finite and alternating sequence of vertices and edges, beginning and ending with the vertices such that each edge is incident with the vertices preceding and following it. In walk, we can see that no edge appears once, more than once. In walk, no edge appears more than one. Every edge appears only one time. But vertex may appear more than one time. Vertex may be repeated in walk. Note that in a walk, edge is never repeated. Every edge appears only one time, but vertex may appear more than one time. Suppose this is a graph G and we have to draw a walk in this graph G. Suppose I shall start from V1. If I start from V1, V1 to V2, V1 to V2, then from V2 to V3 along the edge B, then V3 to again V3 along the edge C, and to edge V4 along edge D, and to V3 from edge H. Then this is nothing but walk. See here, no edge is repeated. Vertex may be repeated. See how to write this walk? Walk can be written as V1 via A to V2, via B to V3, via C to again V3, via D to V4, via H to V3. This is the walk. Thus walk can be represented by vertices and edges. And see that in this graph G, if we, in this walk of the graph G, if we find the vertices, they are V1, V2, V3, V4. Again V3 is there. Therefore, this is a set of vertices. If we consider the edges, edges are nothing but A, B, C, D and H. If we see, this is a set of vertices, it is a subset of the vertices of the graph G. This is a set of edges, it is a subset of the edges of the graph G. That means in a walk, the set of edges and set of vertices are always subsets of set of vertices of the graph G and set of edges of the graph G. Now here what we have seen? We have seen that this walk starts from the point V1 and ends at the point V3. These V1 and V3 are called as terminal vertices of the walk. The vertices with which the walk starts and walk ends, or what begins and walk ends, are called as terminal vertices of the walk. If in a graph, in a walk G, if this initial vertex and this terminal, if both these terminal vertices are same, then that walk is called as closed walk. If in a walk both the terminal vertices are same, then the walk is closed walk. Otherwise, open walk. That means in a closed walk, both the terminal vertices are same, and in open walk, both the terminal vertices are different. Now we shall see the closed walk of this. Now for closed walk, I shall start from V2 and come to V2 again. How I can come to V2? By moving this way. V2, V1 along A, then V1 to C, V5 along C, and V5 to again V4 along D, and from E, V2. That means V2 via A, V1 via G, V5 via D, V4, and via E, V2. Thus, both the terminal vertices are V2, and this is a closed walk. Now, in this walk, say, we can see that vertex V3 appears twice. And in this graph, we can see that no vertex is repeated. And from this, we can define new concept, path. Path. Path is nothing but an open walk. Path is an open walk in which no vertices are repeated. In a path, no vertices are repeated. It is open walk. What we can say? Walk must be open walk, but it should not contain any vertex repeated. Now, in the same figure, I shall draw a path. From V1, I shall start with an edge A to V2, V2 to V3, V3 to V4 to V3 via edge H. That means the path V1, A, V2, E, V4, H, V3. This is a clearly open walk, and in this open walk, no vertex is repeated. Therefore, this is called as path. This is nothing but path. That means a loop, if we consider a loop, that loop has both the vertices same, and hence if we include this loop in a path, it may be considered. But we cannot include a self loop in a path. We can include self loop in a walk, but we cannot include self loop in a path. Now see that every vertex in the path has degree 2 in the path, not in the graph. In graph it may have different degree, but in path it always has 2 degrees. See V2 has 2 edges A and E, therefore degree of V2 is a 2. V4 has edge E and H, therefore it has a degree 2. Except the terminal vertices has a degree 1. From this we can conclude that in a path every vertex except terminal vertices has degree 2 and terminal vertices has degree 1. Now if we consider a closed path or closed walk, in which every vertex is of degree 2, is called as circuit. Now I shall try to draw the circuit from this figure. What is a circuit? Circuit is nothing but a closed walk. That means we shall start from one point and end to the same point. Closed walk. And in that closed walk, every vertex must be of degree 2. If I start from V2, again come to V2. That means V2 to V5 via B, V5 to V4 via D, and via H, V3 via F, V2. See, here every vertex has degree 2 and hence, and it is a closed walk, therefore it is considered as circuit. Now this circuit is also called as cycle, elementary cycle, or circular path, or polygon. These are the names of circuit. In electrical engineering, loop is also name called circuit. This loop, don't confuse this loop with the self loop. Thus, we can summarize all these things in a figure. Suppose G is a graph. Then its some vertices and some edges are G subgraph. Graph G. This is nothing but any collection of vertices and edges of capital G. It is a subgraph. Now, from subgraph, we shall find out loop, we shall find out walk. Walk is nothing but non-retracing sequence or sequence of non-retracing edges in a graph G is called as walk. And a walk again divided into two parts, path and circuit. path is nothing but non-intersecting open walk. And circuit is nothing but non-intersecting closed walk. Thus, we have learned walk and path in this video. Next concept we will learn in our next video. Thank you.